Sajid, what are you working on?
I'm looking at the NTPC Green IPO, which is listing tomorrow.
Oh, very well. Then would you answer a couple of questions for me?
Yeah, tell me.
First of all, what will the IPO's proceeds be used for?
Okay, so IPO was 10,000 odd crores, which was one of the largest in the current calendar year. The entire proceeds, most of it, to 7,500 crores, will be used to repay the debt which is there in the subsidiary of NTPC Green. NTPC Green is a large renewable company and with a lot of solar assets.
Oh, okay. How much was the IPO subscribed?
If you look at the IPO, it wasn't as great as the big numbers we've been hearing about. The total subscription was around 2.4 times. QIB portion had a decent subscription of 3.3 times. Retail was good because it got subscribed in the first 2 days itself. So it was around 3.4 times. Then shareholder section was oversubscribed on nearly 1.6 times.
Okay. If you had to list down some risks and strengths of the IPO, then what would they be?
NTPC Green is a subsidiary of NTPC, which is a sovereign company or a PSU, and one of the largest power generators in the country. So, from a financial strength and backing point of view, it is one of the good marquee companies which is there in the country. It has a good backing of its parent NTPC as well. And over and above that, the portfolio of assets, which is solar and wind, are good. They're looking at 16 gigawatt by end of next year, next financial year, and then taking it to 29 gigawatt, and then all the way to 60 gigawatt by 2032. So that's the timeline which has been set out by the company, and it has a lot of what do you call assets in work or under contracts, which is there.
Okay, got it. Final question. Would you buy or sell on listing?
Tricky question, because the subscription wasn't much, so there isn't going to be a listing gain as such. Though there will be some demand coming in from some of the institutions on listing, because the QIB portion was subscribed over 3 times in that sense. From a retail point of view, listing gains may not be there, even though the retail portion was subscribed 3.4 times or so. There will be marginal positive gains. That's what it's anticipated, and the grey market is now looking at marginal gains and not a big bang listing in terms of pricing is concerned. But yes, it's going to have a strong support coming in from institutions like LIC and other mutual funds who want to have a green company in their portfolio. Very small number of companies which are actually green power producers. NTPC Green being one of them. So anyone who wants to keep a green portfolio will like to have that, and so that demand will be there in that sense. But if you want to buy and you haven't got it in the IPO, then you should do your research before you enter, because it's a long-term play, and renewables are a capital intensive industry. So initially a lot of capital is required, and then the cash flows come in over a period of time. So do your research like I'm doing mine.
Thank you for answering those questions.